Welcome to a muzzled chat. I actually feel naked not having this laptop open because I've had so many rant sessions here solo. It's just me and this machine and the listeners that aren't here. I feel weird all of a sudden, like I'm just a loon. Guys, I'm so excited for tonight's episode, and I hope you are too. I feel really blessed for Christina here to come into my life with so much knowledge and love for others, because it just seems like you benefited from a product so greatly that you even got additional of that to lend out, help others. And that's just awesome. That's beautiful. And it's really cool. It's kind of like the good I'm putting out there seems to be coming back in a way. And through Facebook, I mean, you say it like we have a mutual acquaintance that just connected us, and we were just communicating. You're getting to know me, and next thing you know, like I'm already just fried. Guys, we're gonna re-kick this off. There we go. We're not re-kicking off the episode because it's raw. This is unmuzzled chat. This is what we do. This is not scripted. But anyway, Christina has this amazing product. I have been recently just bumping into and very curious about and really excited to learn more about. It just never jumped up on my priority list. You know, I've been more so interested in the protocols I've been involved in, the infrared sauna blanket I just recently got, but with some of the information you shared regarding this product, I couldn't be more excited about. This is probably one of the most longest rants I've had yet with a guest. But welcome to a muzzled chat, Christina. How are you doing?
Thanks. I'm fabulous. Thanks.
I'm all flustered. I'm like, my face is all flushed.
You need some air in here?
I do. I just kicked it on. The lighting's helping me out. This is real. I'm glad to have you. All right. So she sent me some links, and as I was getting my IV earlier, I was diving into a lot of it, and it just ramped up the excitement that much more. Mm-hmm. I mean, even before this episode, we even spent time with your mats, mm-hmm. which is super easy. Mm-hmm. Like, nothing scary. It's not like I was getting zapped or anything. Mm-hmm. It was just calming. Mm-hmm. We're sitting in there. Is that all it does is 15-minute sessions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I'm so squirrel brained. Let's just take a breath. Let's slow things down, because I'm telling you, folks, she's coming with a lot of knowledge that I'm excited to let her run with. There's been modern, like, technological advances. So many different angles as I'm in there getting IVs and talking to these cancer patients. There's these Russian computer AI machines that have to do with frequencies. There's the Rife machines. There's this one I'm even holding. Mm-hmm. I call them these lightsabers. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a picture of it, but
is it the biophoton machine?
Something. But all of these devices and these PEMF mats are tapping into like the same general, what would you even call it, class of like healing and biohacking, if you will, because we're energy beings. And golly, even reflecting back earlier on, I did a hyperphysics treatment which dealt with frequencies and these discs, and then I've heard of magnets. So there's all these different things, and it's a whole upcoming like medical procedure and industry that seems to just be taken off, but even now more than ever from the products you now have. So with that, what is a PEMF mat? Like,
So PEMF stands for pulsed electromagnetic field.
right.
And they've been around actually for 70 years. So I think they had started back in the 50s. And if you think back to Nikola Tesla, how he said the keys to the universe, vibration, energy, and frequency, right? He knew a lot. And then a lot of his knowledge got squashed and, we're not allowed to use it. So now things are coming back around and, things like the Beamer PEMF mats have come out, which have hit a lot of the body. And now in 2021, the person that actually created those Beamer mats now has a new mat with a brand new signal that's 50 times stronger than anything on the market today. So now we're actually seeing that people are healing from these chronic ailments.
Right.
And while it's not yet a medical device, we're seeing miracles every day.
Wow. They rebranded it, right? They don't classify themselves as PEMF anymore. It's PEMA.
PEMA, yeah. So it's now, you can't even compare the two anymore because they're so drastically different in the amount of molecules they can hit. They can hit over 35 trillion of your cells.
Okay.
Whereas before they couldn't. So we're accessing so much more. Now it's pulsed electromagnetic activation. It's a class all its own now.
Wow.
And the great thing about PEMF is that it uses subtle, gentle energy to penetrate your body. And there's kind of a paradigm shift happening where the medical and the wellness and the health industries have approached our health from biochemical standpoint, right? We take the supplements and we do the detoxes, and we're realizing, because we haven't had the knowledge or the technology until now, is that at a deeper level, at the molecular level, we're electromagnetic beings. So now we can actually speak that molecular language, speak to those molecules, restructure them, supercharge them, and shift our body into homeostasis, that self-healing state.
Wow. Yeah, this is not voodoo, woohoo, like kooky stuff. This is real. Like recently, Gary Brecka was even on, I believe, Joe Rogan, speaking out insanely positively how he uses, and I believe the older model or the older tech PEMF, not this PEMA frequency. So I'm excited to do more deep dives, look into it myself, and I'll let it be known. I don't know how long you'd be willing to let me try this product, if it's a few days, if it's a week, but I'd happily report on this personally. But you have some breakthrough stories that you yourself has experienced, you've witnessed, and having loved ones and friends and other people use, even your cat you mentioned. So like it's nothing, there's nothing conspiratorial or nothing woo-woo about this. I know Gary says, hey, for free you could go out there, you could ground, and natural grounding on like real soil, barefoot. There's like a whole balancing that happens and very healthy. It sounds like that might have been comparable to the PEMF, but now this is potentially even more beneficial than that.
Well, the thing is, grounding is fantastic, but if you also look at the environment we're bathed in with 5G technology,
right,
GPS, Wi-Fi, 7, 8, 9G that's coming, the cell towers, the cell modules that are going up. In California, they have to put them up with a robot because a human can't physically construct it. Otherwise, they'll get fried. So they put these up with robots. And the low orbit satellites that we have, their goal by 2030 is to put 50,000 of them into our atmosphere. Those are radiating radiation and harmful pollution through our bodies. And since we're electromagnetic, we are resilient, so resilient, but over time, our bodies can't handle and withstand that high level of frequency in the gigahertz. So yes, we can put our feet in the soil and that has beneficial effects within seconds. And we're still living life bathed in these frequencies. So, all these EMF mitigation products on the markets, the pendants and stuff, the company I am affiliate for, Centropics, also has these that emit the actual Schumann resonance, which is the 7.83, the Earth's natural heartbeat, which synchronizes with our own heartbeat. So you can actually wear these devices. You can have these devices in your home, in your office, and be bathed in that frequency always and not be bombarded with the penetrative EMFs in our environment.
Wow. I was referencing one of your texts here. I was like, okay, you mentioned the name Centropics. I didn't want to. I was like, the spelling. So it's CENTRPIX.
TROPIX, yes.
I didn't even write the O, and it's right here in front of my face.
Yes.
Centropics. Okay.
So Centropics derives from the word centropy.
Oh, okay.
Which is the opposite of entropy. Entropy is chaos, disorder, destruction, and entropy is life, harmony, and order, and constructive versus destructive. So that's the why behind the name.
Okay. And there's a lot of information. I mean, just in the 2 links you sent me, which for listeners, we'll add a bunch of links into the comment section. So be sure to check that out. And I'm just really excited to do the comparison and my due diligence on researching this, because anything that's going to help give us a leg up on becoming the best version of ourselves, recovering, combating this insane toxic environment that's going up around us. Like, it's clearly so important. And as we look into things like this, it should help inform us, because I'd like to see, instead of things continually get worse out there, that we become aware and start putting our foot down, and at what point we say enough and ensure health. Like, there's no technological advances. I mean, we got to be in the know as to properly assessing whether that's a risk or a thing worth having, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's so important. All right, well, let's go back. Let's take a time machine. No, let's go back in time. I'd like to know a bit about how you came to hearing about this and why you made this investment, how it helped you, and then it would be cool to hear some of the other testimonials like you've come across, if that's cool.
For sure. So December 2022, I attended Scottsdale Psychic and Wellness Fair.
Oh, wow.
I had met a couple and they told me about it, and for some reason I was really drawn to going. And I have not always been the most like intuitive person or like get gut feelings, but I had a really strong gut feeling to be there. And they had a list of, I think, 6 talks that day. And one was named How to Use Scalar Technology to Mitigate 5G Radiation.
Oh, wow.
And rewind 6 to 9 months before that, I was really coming to understand the harmful effects that it has on us. There's actual symptoms of radiation that actually, shockingly, mimic the symptoms of COVID. Let's just throw that out there.
Right. Yeah.
And so I was really like, okay, I'm going to shut my Wi-Fi off at night. I'm not going to put my cell phone by my head. I went as far as turning off all my breakers at night.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy when you do that. Shut off everything except for the fridge. Crazy when you do that. You shut them off and you go in your house and it sounds different. It's like we're not even aware that all of these devices actually have a sound because we're so used to it. Right. And then you shut it off and it's like eerily quiet. So I started sleeping like that.
Awesome.
I dare you to do it tonight.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
So I had already been searching for ways to mitigate that. I was buying organite pyramids and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
So I almost didn't make this seminar. I couldn't find the conference room, but finally I made it in. And my friend, she's my friend now, her name's Sabina, and she was doing a demonstration of some Centropics products. There's one, the Cocoon. So she demoed this product where it's a frequency generator. So it emits the Schumann resonance, but then there's 10 frequency generating cards, and you put in each card, and she did a demo, and we could actually feel the difference with each card.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not even super sensitive to energy, but the one thing I did feel, I'm like an Energizer bunny in my mind. I'm like East Coast, productive, gotta grind, hustle.
Nice. Yeah.
But she put in this one card called Hawaii Harmony, and I was like, oh, my brain, it like was relaxing, and it was silent.
Wow.
And that was so profound to me. And the people in the room had other crazy experiences, feelings of nostalgia from back in the 80s and 90s before we had this radiation. One person, his eyesight got clear. Like his eyesight's usually blurry. He's like, I can actually see like right in front of me now. So these cards emit these frequencies, and they have beneficial effects on our body. So that's how I initially got started. And she was also offering cloud mat sessions, which are the PEMF mats. We didn't get to experience it that day because there was a whole entire wait list of people that was experiencing them. But she was kind enough to come to our house in Scottsdale and go over everything with us. And she let us borrow the cocoon and the cloud mats overnight.
Wow.
And that's kind of what sealed the deal for me. The quality of sleep I got, the de-stressing I got from the cloud mats, I was like, okay,
Wow.
I need to get this. So
Wow.
I just bought into it, and now I've had such profound effects on my health long term using these for a year that now I naturally share them with people, and things like meeting you just pop up and I just show up.
Wow. I'm actually going to work on pulling up even the page here, because to even read off some of the proven benefits is quite eye-opening, right? And like there's clearly something to this. Like I know this other system, it's only dealing with frequencies, and it's taken cancer patients like stage 4, 6 months to live, 2.5 months, gone. Cancer's gone. They're fully healed. And it's just through this. And it's not just one single like event. It's happening to so many of these patients. So for something so simple to be at our disposal.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, usually we go to a wellness center or a doctor's office to get care. And what I like about this is these people can invest in a home healthcare product for themselves for life. So it's like you can supercharge your body every single day, and then your body goes to work on the problems that need to be addressed.
Right.
And then you just peel back the layers. Your body, addresses this issue, then it's this issue. Of most priority, it'll go to that issue first. And that's why even after a year, I'm still having benefits. People have weight loss on this. All of a sudden, in the last 3 weeks, I'm losing weight. All of a sudden.
Wow. So I even screenshotted one part in here that was just showing, I can't even say that, molecular activation, energy and endurance, more performance, weight management, physical regeneration, rapid recovery, mental acuity, concentration, stress reduction, sleep management. Man. Yeah, it's interesting because to even validate more on the bad and the good, right? We're touching on like miracles from the good side of it, but then these dang blinking boxes and what's being bombarded in our environment that isn't so good. Like I personally can attest to, I mean, with the Lyme disease, I'm obviously kind of a compromised being and in certain states. And a while back, I was dealing with these crazy migraines, like crazy, debilitating, like, and I always could kind of just muscle through them, but no, like they got that bad. And finally it just clicked. There was an individual in my life in the time that had this like Ghostbuster machine, I called it, but it was actually picked up on the frequencies. So she would, you know, hold it around my phone during a call, and it was pulling up the harmful levels. And she was saying anything over 10 has been proven on a cellular level to be harmful to our bodies. Like, can't even imagine as to how much negative impact it's having. However, our bodies are very resilient. So she talked a lot about home biology. The more we could cut those breakers off and create a healthy environment for us to sleep, because during our sleep all the recovering happens, then we can go out throughout the day and still live a very healthy life. But it's so crucial to have that healthy environment. But anyway, so she made this connection, and I was using these earbuds, the cordless, and I had more than $1,000, multiple sets that I would like kind of go between, because as a contractor at the time, it's crazy to reflect back how life changes. I don't know if I'll ever go back to it, but minus the cords, it just was a huge blessing with that type of work. You know, I mean, it could even be dangerous, those cords getting snagged into things. So I was like, what? No. Like, but when she looked at the signals and output of those, it was higher than my cellular phone. And if you think about it, those are actually inserting past like your cranial mass, which is a layer of protection. And it's just a direct nuking myself. But I couldn't get over. And that's what's so interesting about us humans, how we, I don't know, for convenience or prideful, like, nah, like they wouldn't create this in a harmful sense, and everyone has it. So I would excuse it, but finally my migraines, and why is it? That's kind of the question I want even listeners to ask themselves. Like, why is it, do you personally have to have something come to this level to actually do research or try something for yourself? Does it literally have to get to that level, or can you actually hear what I'm telling you? Because this is no joke. This is serious. This actually happened. I'm not embellishing on this story in any way, shape, or form. It got to a point, she made that connection for me. I was like, look, all right, I'll set him down for a week. Set him down for a week, and I went back to wires. It was very painful to do. And the migraines disappeared. Like, I'll get a migraine occasionally due to, and it could just be environmental as well. Like, I just spent too much time on that or something. But needless to say, I couldn't even gift those in good conscience. I was like, it was so definitive for me. It clearly was that was flaring up those migraines. Lord knows how many negative effects mentally throughout my whole body, right? Threw them all in the trash.
Yeah.
And then that led to, and I have an Oura ring, and
Me too.
Nice. I mean, I only use it for sleep monitoring.
Why?
I just don't need all that other data. I don't know.
I discovered the airplane mode on Oura Ring. Did you know that you can put it in airplane mode?
I believe, because mine's an older model, and I don't believe it does any signal until I Wi-Fi my phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I got it, and I was concerned about that because I was like, I don't want all that radiation on me. So I just turn it on airplane mode, and then as soon as you turn it off, it's already collected all your data, and then it shows you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so yeah, when I sleep with it, yeah, that's what I do. I airplane mode my phone at night, and I put that ring on. Yeah. Well, before I didn't. So this was so I only had that maybe a month or two before I started, but it was kind of good that I had that, because then I could see literally a 20% increase in my sleep by airplane moding my phone. So I had a couple months without it. So now with the two of them, from the headphone experience to the airplane moding my phone at night and seeing a 20% increase in my sleeping, like deep sleep jumped way up and REM sleep jumped way up, and then the overall just percentage was like 20%.
Yeah.
So it just magnifies, like, wow, the harmful is there, the good is there, and to be cognizant and aware, and then try things just like diet. Like, don't take my word for it. And I know a lot of people aren't willing to do that sacrifice because they're like, no, this is my lifeline. What if an emergency? The way I see it is like the emergency will just wait till I'm up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And everyone in my life up to this point is pretty well in the know. And if they're not, they will find out pretty quick. And I have a pretty odd sleep schedule. But for those that really can't make that sacrifice, there are other options in getting landlines, actually having a computer hardwired and having that serve as the device next to you, right? But it's hardwired. It's not emitting signal. Or by minimally setting your cellular phone 15 feet away. Just crank that volume up, set it 15 feet away. The signal drops off insanely. But you got to make that sacrifice night after night. I know it's tempting. You want, like, we're already cyborgs. Like, it's the last thing you want to do going to bed. It's the first thing you do when you wake up. But it actually can help you develop some good habits where instead of just reaching right for it, take some deep breaths. You know, think about your day. Center yourself. Like, there's all these other amazing blessings that really come of being aware.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't even realize. I had a client talking to me a few days ago. I'm a hairstylist, so I was doing her hair. And we always have such great conversations. But she's like, I sleep so bad. I wake up in the middle of the night and I stay up for a while. I can't get back to sleep. I'm like, okay, what do you do? Like, do you meditate during that time? What do you do? She's like, oh, I just scroll through my phone. I'm like, okay. I'm like, do you have the blue light filter on your phone at the very least? She's like, I don't know what that is. I had to take her through a whole tutorial of this. I taught her a little bit about circadian rhythms and the light in your eyes, and nighttime. I wear blue blocker glasses 3 hours prior to sleeping. Like, and the effects on my sleep with my Oura Ring, same exact thing.
Wow.
So people don't even realize if they're scrolling through their phone or they're reading on their Kindle on their phone at night, like, that's why people aren't sleeping. That's a big portion of it.
Wow. All right. So to dive back into your story, gosh.
Oh yeah, I have so much more to share.
So you got to a point that you seem pretty excited that you were lent the device. Like, so how did that work out for you? And then you ended up making the investment, and what? Yeah, tell us about that.
I got good results. And some of the testimonials that I saw, there's a video, this guy, Robert Lewis, he has an amazing testimonial. He has a device, an HRV, heart rate variability machine, that can measure blockages in your nervous system, your aura, your energy field, your stress levels. It measures so much. So he did studies on himself every single time he used the cloud mat, and also 1 month after, so before and after.
Wow. And
literally every single one of his levels got to 100% function. So when I saw that, I was blown away, and I was almost like, that's odd. Like, how can we, like, I would expect a nice, from 62% to 85. That's great results, right? But every single level got to 100%.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was dealing with stuff myself. So I'm 33. My whole adult life, I've had urinary tract infections 5 to 6 times a year, every single year. I do all the things to prevent them, and yet still my body does that. So there's been so many times I've been in urgent care. I finally found holistic urgent care,
Oh,
but antibiotic after antibiotic, and it just wreaks havoc on your body. I know the whole like, gut stuff and how that affects your health, and antibiotics just totally wreck it.
right.
So then I found out recently, probably 2 years ago, that I'm resistant to like 80% of antibiotics. So then my alarms are going off like, well, what happens when I'm resistant to all of them? Am I going to die of a UTI? Because there's been plenty of times I've had to get emergency antibiotic shots because it's so bad. They're like, you need it right now. And if you don't do it right now, you're going to be a big problem. There's going to be a problem. So fast forward, I haven't had a UTI since February 2023.
Wow.
So I'm 13 months UTI free.
That's awesome. First
and
time
there's
ever.
Yeah, and
Wow.
there's nothing else I've done different. I live healthy, I exercise, and then I've used this technology for a year. And that's the only thing that I can see as a reason that I don't.
Wow.
And not just that, I had COVID back in 2020, and I had my own symptoms from that. And then hopefully I can be blunt here.
Yeah, you can.
Unmuzzled, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I had sex with somebody, and shortly after, my body started acting funky. So I had no period for 6 months. I've never had that happen before. So no period, zero sex drive, like didn't think about it, didn't want it. When I'd have it, everything would be numb. And that was alarming to me in a very long-term relationship. And he's like, oh, is it me? And I'm like, no, I like you. You're hot. I love you.
Oh, wow.
Like, no, it's not you. And this is an issue that I dealt with for 2 years straight. And the fact that, like, that's never happened to me before, and I couldn't figure out why. So I'll rewind. That happened 3 months after that. I actually had a conversation with the person I had sex with. And I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, what's up with my body? Things are happening. Maybe I'm premenopausal. I was like 31 at the time. So I'm like, maybe I'm going through menopause. And I feel like, the brain fog. I was having severe brain fog. I couldn't think of simple words. Like, I was trying to talk to somebody.
Where I'm at still today, man. What is going on?
I know. Well, I don't have it anymore. But I couldn't even think of the name for my cat's hand, his paw. Like, it took me a minute to figure out the word for paw.
Wow.
So it was really bad. I was even one time driving home from work. I have a 6-minute commute from work to my house. And I got on the highway and I just like snapped into reality. I'm like, where am I? I had no clue where I was.
Wow.
Like a form of dementia, short-term dementia for a second. And I was just like, holy shit. And it happened like 3 times during my 6-minute drive.
Wow.
And it was very alarming.
Yeah.
So I had talked to this person I had sex with, and I discovered very shortly after that, he told me that he got the shot.
Wow.
And he got the shot within the week that I had sex with him. And I had already been educated on the whole shedding topic and how portions of that shot can get into your body and can cause certain things to happen. And I was already doing like a lot of detox protocols just in case,
Wow. I appreciate you bringing this up because, sorry, vaxxers out there, but yeah, that's something. The jury's out, but even out the gate, it was one of those things. I'm like, well, my fishing pond, as far as the dating pool is concerned, just got substantially smaller, and it's already, honestly dwindled down, considering my age and my views, and just it's
it's a small pool.
It's a very small pool. It's pretty well dried up.
I get it.
But it's no secret, like the shedding and then those type of encounters. There have been so many stories like that coming out. But to be sitting here hearing that, I mean, it becomes just as profound, more so like kind of like what took place regarding this. It's just that much more real, right?
Yeah. And it was tough because that person actually knew my stance beforehand.
Wow.
So it was also like a double whammy, like a betrayal. Like, dude, you knew my stance on this.
Yeah.
But we talked later, obviously, and we're still friends. But he's like, I didn't think that I would be doing any harm to you. Like, he's not aware of any of that.
Ignorance.
And he kind of thinks we're just, silly for thinking that way. But, for a long time, I blamed him. But then I'm like, no, it's whatever. He didn't mean to do harm. And then I've since been able to recoup everything back.
Well, I'm sure there's some people maybe, in that position today that haven't had the crazy breakthrough, that still feel like, they may be coming to terms that that's the new norm. And I think in a huge way for me, I'm not coming to terms with it. I'm fighting tooth and nail, and it's a fight worth having, breaking out and getting that resilience back, getting that quality of health back. And there is something clear to me that took place during that pandemic and everything that they've unfolded that I specifically had a huge level of deterioration I just haven't got back yet, so it's more things to be aware of, but it's super, I don't know, exciting and uplifting and hopeful that to hear and see that you're no longer dealing with that and you're attributing a product we could obtain and use ourselves to get that breakthrough we so desperately want.
Yeah.
Wow. So is there more you wanted to go on?
There's those physical things I was dealing with, but I also noticed a spiritual shift in myself. I've always considered myself spiritual in my adult life, but like I said earlier, I've never been very intuitive. I haven't been able to hear signals from my body. And what I've noticed is using this stuff, we get even closer to nature, when we have these beneficial life enhancing frequencies, we get closer to nature, we get closer to who we are, to God, whoever you want to call it. And then I noticed I'd start having more intuitive nudges. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to follow these. And then anytime I didn't follow them, it showed me, you should have followed this. You know what I mean? I even had I had a bottle of wine on my salon counter, and I had this thought, you need to move that wine right now. And I was like, whatever. I was rearranging things in my salon, rearranged it. It fell, it shattered, red wine everywhere. It's just a small example. Obviously, there's more important ones. But my spirituality has definitely enhanced, and I really think that that's so important in these day and age. We need to have our own discernment. We don't know truth from false, and we need to look inside and feel inside and determine what's true for us.
Wow.
And that's what this has caused me and allowed me to do. I wasn't able to do that before.
Yeah, that's so huge. That's so huge. Because that gentleman, bless him, but man, to take those other talking points, clearly not doing any research, right? And wouldn't have it, just the sheer ignorance, not being informed. God, that's like the opposite. It's our greatest character defect when we draw those fine lines in the sand as though we know it all, know-it-all syndrome.
It's really hard though, because if you look at just our environment, our media.
Oh yeah.
I used to be pretty judgmental about people and their ignorance.
Well, people have been manipulated.
Exactly.
It's literally torture tactics intentionally being done to break us.
Yeah. And poison in our food and in our water to suppress our pineal gland, our intuitive centers, and we can't think for ourselves physically.
Wow.
So it's I've shifted my views of I almost look at them now as not victims, but you wouldn't blame an abused child. You would look at them with compassion, right?
Right.
So I've kind of shifted things, and then that helps me be a more compassionate person and be more education based and just do what I can too, just like you're doing here with the podcast.
I like that. Well, it's that approach that's going to have more than likely more breakthroughs in the communication in leading someone out of that darkness, then, I mean, argumentative, like no one really benefits. Everyone loses.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. I've lost so much from doing all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
And you can't necessarily help someone that doesn't want to help themselves.
I know.
So it's kind of just like, I like planting seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Having a whole bag of seeds and just trying to like feel it out is to, well, and I've even tried like other tactics like tit for tat. You know, how about let's play this game? Send me, I'm thirsty. I want to understand why you feel the way you feel, because that's valid. You know, send me something. Let me legitimately look into it. Like whatever documentary, I'll watch it and we'll talk about it. But tit for tat, I'm going to send you something. Same thing. Right. And you can have breakthrough like that, because now like you're genuinely showing up to understand them. But it does test your patience, because so much of this you could see past it and you're just like, wow, the root of this is just evil and it has no foundation and it's so toxic. So to show up with the patience regarding all that is just tough.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean to get too sidetracked, but it's all important, right? It's why we need tools like this in our lives, you know, more than ever. So, what other breakthroughs have you seen? You even mentioned, because I've had traumatic brain injuries in the past too, which actually stemmed, like really kicked off the chronic Lyme.
Really?
Yeah. Like that was a huge part, is to like where before I felt my body was effectively combating it from going like just rampaging throughout my body. That's one of the triggers that took place where my body started losing the battle with Lyme disease, leading it to chronically, you know, just made things astronomically tougher, right? Yeah, and it's interesting because for me, it was our focus after the head trauma was healing from head trauma for so many years, and then it finally transitioned when we're checking all the boxes, we're doing everything and all the blood work, and finally it just is like, well, could be this other thing. So
yeah, I've heard Lyme is pretty hard to actually diagnose too.
Yep.
My dad has it and he could not get a correct diagnosis for a really long time because it mimics so many other diseases.
Call it the chameleon.
Yeah.
Yep. It causes over 300 other illnesses. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it gets misdiagnosed and chalked up arthritis.
Yeah.
Anything immune related. You know, it's been known to even cause cancers.
Yeah.
It's horrific, and it's a really hard one to hone in on is the root of the issue. And there's a lot of reason behind that is the why. And Western medicine, the typical labs they run is defective in and of itself. So you need to find like Lyme literate doctors that do the more in depth lab work, specialty labs that are not going to be covered by your insurance. So there's investments and that's why awareness is so important. So we can up that testing, make it a part of just, and that's one of the things I just really am trying to sound the alarm bell on more and more, because it's true epidemic levels. It's far more common than we are all aware. It also was included in those bioweapon jabs.
I was about to say, yeah.
Like, so the healthy need to look at my struggle. See, I'm knocking things over, but I'm tripping up in my brain. Like, it's really hard to function. And I hope in feeling I'm doing a good job in highlighting how important it is. But the truth of the matter is when I play these back, it's like, it's wild to see, like, I look fine. Like I'm it's a misrepresenting like how I actually feel.
Yeah.
And it even throws my mind for a loop. But I've felt it before. I've had mild breakthroughs at moments in time where, wow, That's what's keeping me fighting as hard as I am, is we're dying for, and the healthy need to get on board for their future's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday, we need to champion this narrative. And I feel like we just need to tear down the whole medical Western industrial complex as it currently stands, because it's all about profits and business.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about health and wellness.
Yeah.
And that needs to be the number one priority, in fact, to operate on behalf of we the people.
Mm-hmm. It's happening. It's just happening behind closed doors right now.
Right.
I think the system is getting dismantled, personally.
I do too.
I was in Mexico.
The funding.
Yeah. I was in Mexico just 2 weeks ago, and I was in the Mexico City customs line, and all of a sudden, and I don't get like flashes or images often, but I had this vision of like airports and hospitals abandoned, like just abandoned buildings. Like there's very few hospitals around left, was my feeling, which is like there's important things hospitals do, but taking your own health in your own hands, I think, is going to be the wave of the future. You have to be your own advocate, because no doctor is going to really help you to the level of optimizing your health,
Right.
And it was a weird vision.
Yeah, let
I
me
had.
help you put myself out of business.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to do that. And they're also not educated to do that either. So the whole education system also needs to be torn down and revamped.
Yeah.
Because that's what they learn in school. And if they learn in school to prescribe us medication only, they don't actually teach us about nutrition and frequency wellness and clean water, clean food, then how are they supposed to advise us?
Well, we're going to have some awesome doctors on here in the future that humbly state like being in a remissive state from their indoctrination from med schools and things like that.
Yeah.
Like they're just having to rewire all that bad wiring.
Yeah.
Like it's just an indoctrination camp.
Yeah. Well, there's amazing schools. Actually, have you heard of Sonoran University in Tempe?
That's the naturopathic.
Uh-huh.
The school that was mandating jabs
Were
and
they?
masks.
Yikes.
I'm not. I'd have to double check if that is a specific one, but there's a lot of them. Like they infiltrated a lot of the naturopathic schools with that. So it goes to show their funding, goes to show their, I don't know, where their allegiance really lies. It's like, know your customers, the freaking students. How are you mandating those things? So don't take my word for it on, like, because names slip. SCNM.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
That's the one I'm thinking
That's local,
of.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
don't know.
I don't know if it's the same or not.
But I don't know. We did a whole talk I was at Lululemon buying pants, and the dressing room attendant was like, "Oh, what'd you do this weekend?" I was like, "I just hosted a talk on frequency wellness medicine. How about you?" And she's like, wait. She's like, "This is right up my alley." She's like, "Can you tell me more about this? I go to a naturopathic school. I would love for you to talk at the gala that we're hosting in a month." So we like talked at the gala, and like the level of students that are coming out of that school actually gives me hope for the future.
Ooh, okay.
Because these people are like grabbing at this technology, and they're like, "I'm going to open a wellness center, and I'm using this to help people."
Okay.
And one lady in particular, people can actually use this for their horses as well. So one lady has a very aged horse, 40 years old. I lent her the stuff for like a week. The horse was just like falling asleep, standing on one leg, just like, I don't know anything about horses, but I learned a lot. And she was totally loving it. And she ended up acquiring some of the mats for her and her horse, because you can just use it on both humans and animals.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's like, "My horse has so much more energy. She's back to herself again." Wow. And she's like, "I'm definitely bringing this into the wellness center when I'm ready to go."
I'm just so hopeful and so anxious. Folks, you are going to get honest freaking it either. I mean, if it has zero impact for me, I'm going to let you know. Doesn't mean it's not going to have impact for you, but I'm going to let you know my experience with it. But, I mean, it's something they've been using in space, athletes, top tier. I mean, and the PEMF has been very beneficial, very positive. This PEMA is just next level from what it sounds like. It's where before it was more of a mild impact. This seems to have way more drastic of an effect.
Yeah, and they're coming out with the studies actually soon. They're finishing them up, and it's the largest PEMF study that's ever been conducted.
Okay.
All the other studies have been published on PubMed.gov. People can actually go to that website and type in PEMF and whatever ailment they are concerned of it helping. So PEMF and restless leg syndrome, PEMF and Lyme disease. And it's thousands of studies that have already been done on the prior technologies from 1998 that there was no technological advance from now, from then until 2021. Yeah. But those studies were already amazing in and of itself. Wow. So the fact that, this is more effective and the studies are coming out soon, I just can't wait. Wow. Because even just the people I've shared it with and they have their own personal testimonials, it's been unbelievable.
What testimonials you personally would like to talk about? I mean, personally for me, it's like it really resonated with me when you talked about your friend that went to Invita and was still dealing with some issues regarding her Lyme disease. If you want to jump into that.
Yeah. She is a client of mine, and I actually there's a mini Anna Maxi, but I have the mini cloud mat that I put on my salon chair. And now I just offer free frequency healing sessions on my clients, and it was kind of weird at first. They're like, what is this thing I'm sitting on? But I've run a few sessions on her, and I realized I wanted to lend them out for a few days in exchange for people's feedback because there's all these testimonials all over the world, but I don't have any personal ones besides my own. So in exchange for feedback, I lent it to her for 5 days. And the thing she was still dealing with Lyme was the motivation just to get up in the morning. She's an awful, awful sleeper. Sometimes she doesn't even sleep at all. She just lays there. And she wakes up and she just doesn't have energy to get on with her day. So she has not worked out in a very long time, years. So she used the mat for 5 days. And I think the day after, she went to her first Pilates class.
Oh, wow.
And she texted me that. She's like, it was so great. I actually had energy to work out. I think I'm going to continue this. And she just celebrated her 120th day in a row of going to Pilates.
Wow.
And that has skyrocketed her life. She's
not working out in years.
Yeah.
To consecutively back-to-back days, not missing. That's huge.
Not missing a single one.
Wow.
And this is the thing. She used it for 5 days. She used the mat for 5 days. She doesn't even have one yet.
Wow.
And I've never seen something that had the ongoing benefits and energy like that. But obviously she does a really good job with her eating and now her exercising, that she can keep her body at a more optimized level.
Right.
So that was just unbelievable.
Wow. Well, all right. So to dive in, what is the actual website? Is it Syntropics.com? Syntropics.com?
Mine is syntropics.us.
.us?
/conscious healing.
/conscious healing?
Mm-hmm.
I should have been prepared. What's wrong with me?
It's not scripted.
I know. Unmuzzled. Well, it's
You had so many questions for me yesterday. We should have recorded that chat.
Well, oh my gosh. So, this product, let's talk about that you said the mini, the Mac.
Mini and the Maxi.
And the Maxi.
Mm-hmm.
Why the two?
The Maxi is for full body application.
Okay.
So you can lay it down on a sofa, floor, bed, whatever, and you get that full body activation. There are copper coils inside and 5 different frequency programs that do different things and have different molecular, penetration.
Mm-hmm.
So the maxi is good for that. The mini is great for travel because you can put it on an airplane, on a train. You can pack it easily in a carry-on. I take it everywhere I go. I put it on my salon chair. But then you can also fold it up, and each time you fold it, it increases the intensity by 20%.
Wow.
So people that are dealing with discomfort anywhere in their body, their necks, their knees,
Wow.
with Lyme, I know one of the things after you kill the virus is it has attacked your body. So you have pain in your body everywhere. I've heard this. And a lot of people that deal with pain and arthritis, they use these and their discomfort goes significantly down.
Wow.
So it can be used topically.
Wow. Yeah, it's interesting with this Lyme. Like, it ebbs and flows. Like, yeah, I know. And that's the thing. We don't have to nail it out of the park. It's important to just get this information out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wish I could control and be like, all right, I'll sacrifice for now to be on point for like this podcast. It's just, unfortunately, it's just not. It's a struggle of the roller coaster of this dang disease, and it sucks. It might have to do with that 4.5 hour IV I got today, and they threw in an extra one, so it wasn't just the typical 5 bags, it was 6. So who the frick knows? But what was I gonna say? Go for
I have a question for you.
Yes, let's hear it.
Have you been on any like detox protocols with your Lyme?
Detox, yeah, it's essentially what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm on a whole bunch of binders.
Yeah.
But we are more targeting towards mold.
Got it.
Because for whatever reason, we saw my mold numbers increase throughout the years.
Yeah.
So
the cloud mat works in conjunction with any supplements or detoxing that you're doing.
Okay.
Because it acts as the delivery system to push it deeper into your body and get those detoxes more effective.
Oh, wow.
So back in August, I had my test for my liver enzymes. I work with chemicals every day, all day for the last 17 years, being a hairstylist. So my liver enzymes were off the chart, and they were like, you need to do a liver detox.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I looked at everything it entailed. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to feel like garbage. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I can tell you, 28 days, I did not feel like garbage. Wow. And I do attribute it to this because it was constantly feeding my body with the things that it needs and the energy it needs.
Yeah.
Without the crashes of detoxes. Same thing with coffee. I had to get rid of coffee on my liver detox. And usually I get a migraine for 2 days straight when I cut out coffee. I had 0 headache.
Wow.
I did it on a Sunday and a Monday when I don't work, just in case, because I'm like, I can't do clients when I have a migraine, but I didn't get one. So
you
I was
do a
shocked.
lot. So you run a salon?
Yeah.
And then you're advocating for this product. I know you've even been looking into integrating more health kind of angles to your salon. I mean, there's the future regarding these things. It does look bright. Anyone struggling like heavily out there, like just hanging on and looking into this, I really feel there's going to be some great breakthroughs that we're honing in collectively on more effective like paths to go down that will get us like that resilience and quality of life. Just like it was nice to hear about that other gentleman, all these 100% across the board. It's like,
I gotta send you that video. I haven't even sent that to you
oh
yet.
my gosh, that'd be cool.
I actually want to get one of those machines. They're like $1,000.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm gonna lend out this mat and do before and after measurements.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I love graphs and charts, and I'm like, anything you can measure is that much more tangible.
Okay.
So I'm like, I might actually get one. So stay tuned.
So the inventor of this, I just had him up. He was the original for the PEMF, right? The PEMF mat technology.
He's like the godfather mastermind
like
behind it.
Wow.
Yeah, his name's Dr. Wolf A. Kafka.
That's right.
And he actually created the Beamer mats, which people know that name.
Yes.
Beamer mats have been used in lots of wellness centers and lots of, I know,
Very
personal
beneficial.
people. Yeah, that have them. And now he created and patented this new signal that is exponentially more effective.
Exponentially. I like that. And it, kind of revolutionary, and it's just newer, and it's being tried and tested, like, and there's big things, big announcements, it seems, here in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that there was even like a documentary in the process.
Yeah, they've been working on a documentary called Biohack Yourself.
Mm.
It's actually from the guy that coined the term biohacking.
Okay.
And he invited a bunch of companies on the trailer, the teaser. Dave Asprey's on there. A couple other names I recognize, but they invited Centropics to be part of the documentary. So that's going to be coming out, I don't even know, any day.
Wow.
It could release tomorrow. Who knows? But that's big in the biohacking world because finally these biohackers are asking, okay, in this world where we're normalizing all these symptoms of headaches and fatigue and stress and anxiety, why is this normal to people? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Because that is not
That's
our
a
natural state.
Very good question. Yeah.
Not.
Right.
And it wasn't even a thing 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
We were different.
Yeah.
And now there's this epidemic of all these conditions and autism and ADHD. Everything is on the rise. And why are we okay with that? Because it's not the norm.
Right.
So I love that biohackers are actually asking, why? What's causing this?
Mm-hmm.
And they're finding shortcuts to jumpstart our bodies into optimizing our health. So I'm so thankful for that community because people are just making a massive switch. You know, whether it's cold plunging or red light therapy, infrared saunas.
Yes.
It all is so beneficial.
Diving into all of that, and it has been very instrumental. I can feel it. And yeah, one of even the latest things I noticed with that additional depth of detoxifying, like that stubborn belly chubs, like like I'm not doing anything different. I'm eating the same. I'm gymming the same. I'm working the same. And like even my body's, and some people, sure, that'll appeal to you. It's just like an added bonus.
Yeah.
The other actual getting toxins, and I love it when I stink really bad. You know, it just means like, wow, this is working. This is depth. But it's obviously clearing out those things. There's a reason why like those fat stores were even developing. Like it's just junk my body really probably couldn't even effectively process. You know?
Exactly.
So
it doesn't matter how many crunches you do.
Right. No, it doesn't. And cardio and all of that.
No.
So, wow, to get basically operating as designed. And that's what I think with all these signals, it's just, it's not like we are out there setting ourselves up for failure, but we're allowing all this to happen. And that's the thing. If we don't really shift now, right, and get informed, it's going to be that much harder tomorrow. Like on the current trajectory with the ramping up of things and more installations of all those towers and whatnot.
I mean, people will just deal with more and more anxiety, more and more feeling antsy. I mean, that's totally how I was feeling.
Right.
In my life.
You seem very calm and balanced, and and I apologize if I haven't shown up in the most clearly. No, I'm tripping up since the beginning all the way through, but we're just tumbling through it. But that's what I love about this, Christina, because we don't have to nail everything out of the park, and there's more things to announce, and we can address this. Hopefully even on a better, more functional, higher functional day for me, maybe through using the mat, I can even achieve that state a little clearer. But I was really impressed with these systems. They don't even plug in. They're battery operated. Does it have a rechargeable, or are you actually putting batteries in the unit, or how does that work?
It's a rechargeable.
Oh, cool.
So it charges, I believe, in 4 hours, and we get like
How
15 to 18 uses out of it.
Oh, wow.
So you really get a lot of charge, and you know, you're supposed to use it twice a day, once in the morning, once at night.
And they're only 15-minute sessions.
Yeah.
15-minute sessions.
Each charge lasts your body about 8 to 12 hours.
Okay.
So if you're doing it twice a day, you've got around the clock great frequency that's working on your body.
So to just recap, it's just like a yoga mat. You could lay on it, or you could put it on you, because I guess the way this thing permeates, you could fold it up to magnify its signal, or just lay it out, lay on it, run this session. You got 5 basic programs. Do you want to pull out that sheet and go over them, or that's probably info they learn?
I don't even need the sheet, but I can go over it.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
simply.
cool. Yeah.
So yeah, there's 5 programs, and then there's also another custom feature that I'm guessing when they create new frequencies, they can download it onto your mat.
Oh wow.
So it's like there's always going to be a constant upgrade with one, acquisition of the mat. So the first program is Relax. That takes you from a high level of energy down lower. So that's really good for like an hour before bed.
Okay.
Gets you into a restful, restorative sleep.
Wow.
I also like to use that one if I've had a really high stress day and I need to restore. Number 2 is Balance. It helps to balance all of the energy systems in your body. I love that one in the morning. 3 is Energize. That one gives you a nice calm energy, takes you from low to high. Number 4 is Synchronize. And this is the one that's like probably one of the best. It helps sync up the right and left brain hemispheres in your brain, and it resets your entire nervous system, which your nervous system is the communication for your entire body. So that's really great for all these people that are so anxious. Number 4 is like, they can finally rest. And then number 5 is the Transform, which is for any discomfort people have. That's the program we put on for people that have chronic things that they're dealing with.
Yeah.
That permeates as deep as your bones, your bone marrow, all of the molecules. It has a very intricate symphony of frequencies.
Wow.
In that one.
I want them all.
You can try them all. I'm so excited for you to use it and like share your honest feedback.
Yeah, me too. I'm so grateful for you to reach out and for Dania to connect us. Like that's just such a huge blessing. I know for me and for others. I'm couldn't be more excited because it's like this kept coming up. I was hearing other cancer patients as I was in there getting IVs. You really ought to look into PEMF mats. I mean, and I sat on a Zoom call regarding this other new tech it's frequency based and it's becoming very revolutionary. And it surprised a lot of the cancer people fighting cancer like that joined that when I ended up asking this Russian doctor, like, have you had any luck? Are you familiar with Lyme disease? Have you had any luck with that, with that machine? And that doctor was saying, well, Lyme, unfortunately, is a lot more difficult to treat than any cancer. Like like we're having way better luck with the cancer, but they tried it on like 10 different, and it like moved the needle for people, but it didn't seem to be as instrumental. But then here I was like, I'm literally in there with the most beautiful women. I mean, you could see the strain their fight with cancer is having, like wreaking havoc on their bodies, and they're just these really strong women. And there's a couple of men in there too, occasionally, but
are they just as beautiful?
They're studs. They're really cool guys.
Good. I like to hear that.
But it was wild. I didn't even realize the other day that they also were in on that call, and they were very inquisitive about the Lyme disease. And I guess it was because of that comment that Russian doctor made regarding Lyme.
Yeah.
Because, they can resonate with the struggle, right? And how hard it's been for them financially, physically, just life-changing, and we've resonated and connected on that level where it's just like, man, who would have thought, like, how long you been in? A year now? Wow. And just, could you imagine 2 years ago, this is where we would be?
I know.
And that's just the thing. We go about our lives like we're like, this isn't going to happen to us, and like health is just so important, and it's just better to stay on top of things than let it deteriorate. So, I mean, my gosh, if this is going to be something that helps set the body functioning as designed, then sign me up, right?
Yeah.
So pricing, there's the mini I mean, talk about those packages and everything.
Yeah. I mean, you can get the mats separately.
Yeah.
And then there's a discount if you bundle them together.
Okay.
And then there's what they call a pro pack that, Centropics has 3 products.
Okay.
They have the cloud mats, they have the cocoon, which bathes your home in 82 feet circumference around of the beneficial frequencies and mitigating EMF. And then they have the bubble, which is like the cocoon and the cloud in one.
Oh, wow.
The smallest Tesla device coils in the world. So this is a PEMF device and EMF mitigator.
Interesting.
And Rife, Solfeggio, and Schumann resonance all in one device. This launched in January. It's brand new.
What?
No Bluetooth, has an infrared charger. So the Pro Pack, obviously, everything bundled, you get an even steeper discount.
Holy smokes. Well, I know that there's some mats out there that I think are still the older tech that are selling for like $40,000.
I know.
And
yeah, this is
$5,000, $6,000, like all sorts of crazy pricing out there. Obviously, it was a hard one to get on board with because I question, like, it was positive impact. That's where it's just like, hey, if you had the means, boom, like, Joe Rogan, all right, who cares? Not a big deal, right?
Yeah,
but for the normal folk, it's just like, I guess go put your feet in the soil, use the free grounding. But this is different, and it did surprise me to hear with those packaging, it's actually a lot more affordable.
Yeah, it really is. And I love that, people like me, not everyone does this, but I'm doing with you, I'm lending out. I bought mats specifically to lend out to people because I don't want to be without them. So I bought them specifically. I lend them out to my clients.
Yeah.
And people actually get to experience it because you can have benefits off of one session. You can feel it off of one session, but it's a cumulative effect also. So when you're using it for 5 days, a week, a month, you're going to feel different. And the thing, it shows itself.
Right.
And that's what's awesome about it. And there's amazing warranties, 30-day return policy. You hate it, send it back, full refund. So it really takes away all of the pressure for people acquiring these. Like, what if it doesn't work for me? Well, let it speak for itself. And if you don't want to acquire it now, you reach out to me and I'll put you on the list. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I'll ship it anywhere. Doesn't matter to me.
Cool.
You just happen to be local.
Well, I'm so grateful for it. Like, can we end soon so I can spend more time on the mat? I mean, anything. Because I'd be lying if I was saying I wasn't more so in one of the desperate places.
Yeah.
I'm trying at nauseum, and that's where I'm grateful to come across someone that believes in a product so profoundly that they're willing to lend, this investment they've made to others' benefits to see for themselves, because frankly, I can't afford at this point to just, try, unfortunately, everything that's out there and to see what works. So it has been adding to finding the actual solutions that are going to lead me to my wellness, right? But just got to enjoy the journey, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just excited to see what comes of this product now.
I know, me too. It's going to be such a big paradigm shift for everybody.
Wow.
Actually getting to the root cause of these issues is absolutely incredible. It saved so many people's lives so far.
Wow.
My friend Sabina, her husband, his pancreas completely shot, and his doctor's he was nearing death. And he started using the cloud mats every day. And I forget how long it was, just a couple months. They ran all his levels again. And the doctor was like, what have you been doing? Your pancreas is totally fine now. So when people can have such drastic things like that and stage 4 cancer and then it's gone, there's something to that. And I'm so excited for this kind of thing to catch on mainstream. This is just very, very foundational level, and it's such a new thing, but years from now, you just watch. This will be in everyone's home.
Well, it's new, but it's tested too.
Yeah.
So it's I have a buddy of mine as well. Like I got the roommate that we talk about health, and then anyway. So my buddy Jesus, he's been on the podcast. We're huge, and we keep pinging things back and forth. And I loved his angle from things. He was like, "Well, it's good to be skeptic, like
it is skeptical.
Skeptical, have skepticism." Quit using words I can't even say. I'm wiped. But I'm like, I agree with you, right? So he sent me a voice clip. I probably could even play it and he wouldn't care. But he's like, James, I've been trying to find any potential adverse effects, like negative things and this and that. And he's like, I can't find anything. This is really legit tech.
Yeah.
And it's really helping people. And that's all I'm coming across. And he sent me even that clip with Gary Brecka and Joe. And just more data that's supporting all of this. So he's very excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So I think what you're on to is just going to lead to improving and helping a lot of lives.
Yeah.
I commend that. And I'm grateful. And that's a huge part as to what we're trying to accomplish here. And I believe this should breathe some light and hope into the Lyme community and so many that are maybe dealing with COVID long hauler symptoms or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just not your optimal self. Yeah. We feel that level of deterioration and freaking across the board. And we might not know specifically what it is, but we know it's more likely a combination of all things. The way they've been genetically modifying our food, the things they've been putting in it. I mean, just a clip I played the other day where all these comparisons on these products, ketchups and all these things, like why is it we got 10 plus more ingredients than everything on the shelves in Europe?
No kidding.
Like why is that? And obviously every single one of those items, it's like concocted up in a lab. It's not good.
I know.
And the bioengineering, the spraying in the skies, the frequencies here. We are facing an uphill battle, but it's all opportunity for all of us. It just is what it is. It's our days. While we have this resilience, there's no easier time to take those additional steps. And that's where we're trying to create that motivation. So please help us accomplish that. Join this community. Check out the comment sections. We're going to be adding all the links.
Yeah.
And all the links to information you would ever need to really do the deep dives on this and look into this product and then how to get it. And I'm sure you'd be open to probably even your own social medias and would want more testimonials. I'm sure you would love to be in touch. So listeners, if any of you want to talk to Christina here and reach out on the socials and you got more questions where I'm clearly not doing very good hosting tonight and getting to the bottom of things, then you'll have that connection.
You've done a great job.
This will just be, I told you, let's just have some fun.
Yeah.
It's
been fun. And it's also late at night. You have to remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, late-ish. The mental, it's not all firing at 8 o'clock at night.
Usually this is about prime time for me because it takes all day to get the gears going. And it's starting to get to that point of settling, but.
Well, I'll throw a relax session on you and you'll get some great sleep.
Oh my gosh.
And then we'll do a recap at some point.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Do you have any other burning desires regarding the topic, the product, anything?
No. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Well, folks, I hope this, excites you. There's something to this. We've covered a lot of the data, and I don't know for yourself, you might have your own experience regarding this type of impact, like on our lives. Like it's real. We are energy beings. Like, we literally have a positive and negative charge. Like, it's wild, like a freaking battery. Maybe The Matrix wasn't a movie and is a documentary.
You know
and AI is coming to use battery sources. I don't know. Folks, I love you. Help us get to the bottom of things. We need your support, and we're so grateful for you. God bless you all. We will talk soon.